This is the Kisan K3 3-pocket currency sorter and discriminator. And in this video, we're going to sort a stack of bills by denomination. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're on value mode in the top. If not, you can tap the mode key to scroll through till you get to value mode. All right, now in the windows here, instead of mix, you want to see either the denomination or the word auto. So if you tap the denom key there, you see this is set for 1s and 5s denomination. Tap it again, you got the auto mode. Okay, so we're going to run this on the auto mode first to show you how that works. Now the one caveat with the auto mode is that you put your stack of bills on, it's going to scan the very first bill and put that bill and other matching bills here. Okay, now if this pocket fills up before it scans a second denomination, it's going to switch and start putting that same denomination here. Okay, and then everything else would come out the bottom. All right, so depending on your batch counts, like if you have it set, I have it set at 100 right now. If you had, say, set it at 50 for ones, the first 50 ones would come out, but if it hadn't gotten to a 5 or 10 or 20, it would switch here and start putting ones there as well. All right, and the other thing you can do is set the batch counts for whatever you like. You can tap this batch key and scroll through the settings. All right, like say I have this set on 100. All right. So when you put your bills on, it's going to scan the first bill, put that here, and hopefully run into a second bill to put it in the second pocket. All right, so I ran my first 100 ones. It did scan a 5 before it filled up the pocket, so my 5s went here. 20s and 10s went in here. Take that out. Restarts. The next 100 runs. Right, and my remaining ones. And again, my 5s came out here because that was the second one it scanned. I got my 20s and 10s in the pocket here. I can just drop those on top. And I'll sort those out. All right, so that's basically how to do it with auto mode. Now, if you wanted to specify which denominations go where, you can do that in the other mode. I'm going to mix up my bills here a little bit real quick while we're talking. But yeah, the denomination mode, you can set that for whatever denomination you want in each pocket. And you can set it to change the batch amounts individually for each pocket if you want to too. All right. So again, we were in auto. If I tap this denom to get to where it specifies which bill goes in which pocket. Okay. Now, right now, if it's set at 1 and 5, let's say maybe I wanted to do both bills for 20s, or maybe I wanted to do 20s here and 50s there, or, maybe 10s and 20s or 1s, 5s, whatever combination you want to do. Okay, if you want to change that, what you do is you hold down this mode key. All right, you see down here it says A pocket denom 1. I can tap the 1 there and change that to a 5 if I wanted to. And then B pocket, same thing, I change that to say maybe 10. Okay, and you can do multiple bills in a pocket as well if you wanted to. All right, so I've got it set, hit the accept button, and now I had this at 5 and that at 10. So what's going to happen is my 5s will come here, my 10s will come here, and everything else is going to go down to the bottom. Okay, so let's run that through and see what happens. I have a $1 bill there at the bottom, so. All right, and because I have so many ones and so few of the other ones, this reject pocket is set at 100 bills right now, so it's going to fill up a couple times. Okay, so my 5s came out the top, my 10s came out the bottom, and if you remember correctly, I have some 20s mixed in here somewhere. There you go. So the 1s and 20s on the bottom. Now, if I want to separate the 1s and 20s, I would have to go back in and change those numbers to 1 or 20. Okay, and change that to 1, change that to 20 to sort them out, or I could just tap the nom and go to auto. Knowing that I only have 2 bills, I can start running those through to sort them out. again, your auto mode, if it fills a pocket before it hits a different denomination, it'll start filling the other pocket. But in this particular case, since I only have 2 denominations, that really doesn't matter because it'll get sorted regardless. Yeah, so all my 1s are sorted, and my 20s, and everything's sorted. So a couple different ways you can do it. You can specify denominations, especially for people who have, say, ATMs. They want 20s, 20s, and everything else down here, for example. Or if you're, say you want 100 ones and, 25s, you can set this pocket for 100, for 1s and 100, for 5s and 20, and everything else comes out here. So it has flexibility for your batch amounts, what denominations you sort out, or again, you can do that auto mode and just cycle it through a couple of times and get everything sorted. All right. So that's a general overview of using the Kisan K3 to sort your bills by denomination. And again, it's the Kisan K3 3-pocket currency sorter and discriminator.